Hello and welcome everyone. Benny from BennyBreak702 here. Same handle as on IG and on eBay. Today's video is going to be about yesterday's, well actually today is Sunday, but I'm posting this tomorrow, which is going to be Monday, so happy Monday. The eBay sales. And this one's going to be on the auction. So I did 30 auctions. All of them ended right around 5:30 local time here in the Pacific Standard Time. And we'll kind of get into a breakdown of how that looked like. I've seen videos where it says auctions are the way to go. I've seen videos where people are like, no, don't do auctions. It's stupid, blah, 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 blah. And I think there's some variables you have to look into for that. And I wanted to really do like star players. So while I move these and get my whiteboard in the way, I'll tell you what players I did. Wemby, Maxey, Halliburton, Franz, Banchero, Shai, and Chet were the basketball players. Baseball, Corbin Carroll, Josh Young. I also did Jackson Chourio, Adley Rutschman, who was a big disappointment. Kodai Senga, Ellie Volpe, and I also had a Julio in there as well. So here is this. You get to see my ceiling fan in the reflection. I live in Vegas, so we need those. But yeah, here it is. So I have 15 basketball, 15 baseball. Let me get, can I get, look at that. Got all of them in the frame, including the percents. Moving the little stand. Cool, okay. So I broke them down to 3 different categories. I have 89% of market value and below. And what I did was I took every card and the last 5 sales, I did an average. And that's what quote unquote market is, whether it was a buy it now situation or an auction, doesn't matter. I just threw it in there. The O is the evens, which is like 90% of market to 105%. I figured that was a good variable. And the pluses are 106% and above market. So in basketball, 8 of them got 89% or below of market for an average of 74.19%. That is a lot of parallels, a lot of rookie parallels of either third-year guys or rookies, or quote-unquote rookies like Chet Holmgren's in that mix. And I figured I was going to do a little bit better. One thing I will say is if you have a PSA 9, definitely do a buy it now, because those ones are the ones that crushed this number down. Take away the 9s, I think the average was closer to like 84%, 85%. I don't have those notes, but it was pretty close. But I had a Tyrese Maxey Hollow and Prism Silver 9, and both of those sold for well below market. Yeah, so that's that. Baseball. 12 of them were 89 or below. 0 sold at market, and 3 were well above market. I mean, well above market. So thank you, baseball. But one thing I did notice is, first of all, Adley, catcher's curse has caught up to him. He is not, none of the cards performed anywhere close to good. He struggled. And one thing I noticed about baseball during the off season, maybe it's just the off season, numbered cards are the way to go, and refractors are not. So this Adley refractor right here, beautiful refractor, PSA 10, pack pulled, graded. And all these cards were from my most recent submission, by the way, all 30 of them. What I've noticed on that card in particular, this card in auction does between 31-ish and 36. There's one outlandish number of 52 that had like 27 bids on it, so it's probably just 2 people just hammering out for some reason. And then buy it now, it's going for 45 to 65. So I would say non-numbered parallels are the way to go. And here's another example of what I mean by that. So this update debut purple of Anthony Volpe, numbered to 250. It's number 91, so it's not even like a jersey number or anything. But this card right here sold for, I think it was $130. Last sale was 80. One before that was, I think, 91. So I'm the new comp on this. You're welcome, sellers. But that card, for instance, is numbered, and that did really well. I had another numbered card that did really well, and there was another one in here that was that did really well. I don't remember what the other one was, but But I also had one number card not do well. That's Corbin. Corbin Carroll did not do well at all either. The rest of the cards did about what I thought they would, so I was pretty happy with that. But I was so loaded with Corbin and Adley. I wonder if that's what ruined it. That definitely ruined this percentage right here, though, that's for sure. So overall, between the 30 cards, let me center that up a little bit. 20 of them sold 89% or below of market. 3 sold it within that variance, and 7 sold well above market. So what does that mean dollar-wise? Well, shout out to He-Man and Tiger Woods in the background. All right, so on the other side of this, I have the other, let me do this down. Okay, so basketball, value-wise, according to market, I had $840 worth. I did $745.78 for a negative, a return that's a negative, or not a return, but against projection, negative 11.22%. Baseball, we did 660 was the market, 598.31 was what I actually did, and that's not including eBay fees and all the other kind of crap that there is. Talk about crap, I'm going to go into advertising, and while I'm never ever going to do advertising again, never. And that did a minus 9.35%. So total, put this down, 1,500. It just worked out that way. It just worked out that way for an average of $50 each. 1344 is what we did for a negative 10.39%. So not horrible. Of the 30 cards, 22 of them already paid. So hashtag awesome. And those cards ended about 2 hours ago. I don't know, what time is it now? Yeah, about 2 hours ago was the last card that sold. So everyone did pretty well. One of them bought multiple. I was kind of hoping there'd be more and all that fun stuff. So let me get into advertising. Well, I'll never advertise again. I saw 0 in the analytics to support for me to do advertising. I did the 79 cents with 3 days to go. And yesterday, on Saturday, I typed in each card to see where I was. The pathetic part was a lot of these cards, I was like one of like 3 to 5 sellers. And on those, I was not showing up. It was absolutely pathetic that eBay takes your money. It shows like 3 advertised sales right there in front of you, right? There's only 5 up for auction. Where is it? Hold on, I gotta find the card. Here it is. So this Josh Young Mega Box, there was 6 up for auction, right? PSA 10, by the way. Shout out. This card was not showing up anywhere until I had to go through, and it has like the extra suggestions. What am I paying for in the advertising fee? It's absolutely pathetic that eBay does this. If eBay is ever in a class action lawsuit because of this, let me know in the comments and I will gladly go in there and try to get some money, because it's pathetic what they do. And a lot of these other cards, there's a couple other cards in here. Oh, this Maxi. No, this one. This Maxi. So this Maxi typically sells for 105 to 120, even in auction. It sold for, I think, 81, which I got it super cheap, so I still made money, but not compared to what it should have got. PSA 10 Blue Velocity. This card wasn't showing up in anywhere except when you scroll all the way through and you see like the extra suggestions at the end. This never popped up, whether it be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. That bothered me. And you can go into each auction, you can see which one's a view from a promoted view, which ones are from just regular, just, you know, whatever, scrolls. And I had on Fridays Fridays when I bought, Friday morning is when I bought the advertising fee, I guess that's what I call it, the promoted listing fee. And between Friday and noon today, between all 30 cards, 47 views were because of the promoted listing fee. less than one, or right around 1.5 per card. Some of them didn't have any. And the Wemby's had the most, but that had the most eyes prior anyway. So not a big fan of that. So I am never going to do advertising fees again. I just don't agree with it. I think it's, I think how eBay handles that is just absolutely scummy and scammy. And there was just no benefit to it whatsoever. So I'm never going to do that again. But breakdown wise, very well. Cool part is about doing auctions is that you're basically guaranteed your money. You're to get money from your product. You're moving product. You keep your Sunday night super busy building boxes for all your slabs to get mailed out. Downside, sometimes you run the risk of not getting what you need. Upside is, let's say the guy hurts his leg tomorrow. Well, the card's already gone. It's already moved. I don't have to worry about any injury bugs or anything like that. Now, for my pivot moving forward, I'm going to go straight numbered cards, case hits from this point forward. So when I get back into that buying mode in late March, early April, because I'm basically out of town half the month of March, I will be just focusing just in those two worlds, simply because that's where the money is truly at. Getting a refractor card for $5-6, flipping it for 32. Yeah, you're gonna make a little bit, but if you can get a numbered card, and I've seen tons of examples online where someone gets like a purple refractor. I mean, hell, we already talked about my purple refractor, but let's say I bought this raw for $30, got it graded and flipped it for 130. Well, that's huge. And I see the multiples on those. And these cards actually show defects a little bit more on pictures, believe it or not. I don't know why. I don't know why that is, but I actually noticed the defects more on those than I do just a regular silver hollow or refractor. So that's where I'm going to be going. So I'm going to be buying a lot less, but I think I'm going to be making more, and I think that allows me to kind of grow the business a little bit. That's kind of my thoughts. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think. I appreciate it. Oh, one thing I wanted to do was, so the final sales was $13.44. Okay. So Friday through Friday, my total sales were at $591.86. Saturday it grew about 10%. And then between Saturday night and noon today, about 5 hours before the first auction closed, it went up about 30%. With an hour to go, it went up like hardly any. But that last hour, I gained almost, I must have gained, I gained about 60%. So that last hour, you're going to gain 60% of about where you're at. This number matches almost exactly what happened in my last sale that I did in late November, which was just bad timing on my part. But it's kind of interesting that 60% of your bids, dollar-wise, will come in that last hour. I think that's interesting. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you an auction guy or are you a buy it now guy when it comes to selling? Again, you have to do auctions with the right cards, with the right players. And that's definitely what it's all about. And it'd be interesting to see what will happen when I do one in like May after doing nothing but numbered cards. But if you like this video, awesome. I appreciate it. I don't know. I just kind of ramble. I have no script in front of me. I just have literally a whiteboard. And then I have a index card full of numbers. That's about it. Yeah, so I just put up more cards on eBay. So if you are a Cunha, Otani, or Soto fan, head over to my eBay. Those cards are ending next Sunday. And until next time, everybody have a great day. Thanks.